I'm going to show you a couple of neat little add-ons that you can use in Google Docs. These are really good for collecting patterns in text or techniques that students can use in their own writing. We're going to use this same sample lesson here, and we're going to use an add-on to collate words to do with time. Okay, so up here you can get all sorts of add-ons. The one we're going to look for today is Text Help Study Skills. If you go to Get Add-ons and type in highlighting, it'll come up with this Text Help Study Skills. We'll go here and we'll go Show Highlighting Tools, and over here our highlighter will pop up. It does the same as a normal highlighter, but later on I'll show you how to collate all these bits of highlighted text together to make a resource that students can use. Okay, so we're going to highlight some sections, some phrases and words that are to do with time. We've got check the time on his cell. We've got in about 7 minutes, or creating a sense of suspense. Even things like snoring, we've got a sense that it's nighttime, that there's action happening while everyone else is sleeping. Timing is everything. I think there's about 20 or 30 references to time in this section from Loot by Jude Watson. What we do when we've collected all our terms, so that we have a resource to either share with other students or to use in our own writing, we click on Collect Highlights. And what that does is it collects all the highlights from the document, and you can sort them by document position or color. I quite like color, because if you've got a group of more than 4 groups, you assign the group's colors in order. The first group does yellow, the second does blue, etc. And when you get to the pink, you can start again, and it creates a sense of order in the final collated document. So we're going to go Collect Highlights. And what this does is it collects all those terms together and puts them in the one Google document. We're going to click here to see our document, which can be a shared resource for the whole class. And here we have all our terms to do with time in a row. So students can then use terms like that in their own writing. The other thing I wanted to quickly show you is how to use Kaizenna to give voice comments, which is brilliant for extended writing, probably not so useful for this kind of exercise. What we can do with Kaizenna is I might actually pull in an example of my own work. So we log in, you just need a Google account. Actually, you don't even need a Google account, but it's easier if you have one, just to do a couple of clicks and you're in. We're going to go to Give Feedback. We're going to pull in a document, so add document from Drive, which is where I keep everything. And I'm going to find one of my academic style documents and pull that in for comment. So here we have a bit of lofty style academic writing. We're just loading that document up here. Just processing. And that brings that into my document bank. Okay, so here we have sections. And I don't know about you, but sometimes I find when I'm giving feedback on extended writing, the comments I write would be a lot easier to process if they were verbal. So how we give comments here is, and I'm just going to make one up because there's absolutely nothing wrong with my writing. So we can skip this, which is a tag. So here you can put in rubric criteria, which could be quite handy. So you're talking about one specific rubric or rubric element. You can give voice comments, written comments, or you can add a resource. So you might add a little bit on nominalization from the web and add that as a resource so the student can really get their head around exactly what it is you mean by, your writing will be improved if you use more nominalization. So when they go back to their document, what they find is in the comments section, when they click comments, it'll say that comments have been left in Kaizenna and it'll give them the link. So they're just 2 ways that you can give extensive feedback and save yourself a little bit of time as well.